Alrighty guys, welcome to my 16th, correction, 2 days off, 18th of September stream. I'm Agent Zlady, call sign Mongrel1, and I'm hoping that my stream does a lot better today than it did a couple of days ago than my previous stream. Main reason why I had to shut that down was because my previous stream, the PC was taking a fair bit of a hit on the CPU. I'm already going through the required steps to upgrade. Starting to get the money together, though it's going to be a while. So, hopefully, I'll be able to start streaming a lot better without my PC sounding like it's about to take off from my computer room. So, I'm in my Southland hangar. Love it. Really good. I like this hangar a lot. And what you're looking at in front of you is the Aurora LN. Today I upgraded my Aurora from the Aurora multi-role or MR, Aurora MR, to the Aurora Legionnaire, also known as the Aurora LN. And the main difference between the MR and the LN, well, there's quite a few actually. One, it looks a shit ton better. But the obvious differences that you can see right now is the bulldogs that are on it. Okay, so if you look at the center of this, you're looking at the screen now, you got two bulldogs below, you got one up there that's in the center of the screen, and if I go around this side, there's one over here too. So 4 bulldogs on the Aurora LN, which is pretty cool, and then you got your missile rack, which is on top, which is fairly standard, and then behind that you got the upgraded power plant, so it can handle the extra power drain. Now the unfortunate thing is that I can't fly this yet in Arena Commander because all they've got at the moment are the 3 basic trainers, and then you got the 350R and the M50. Which those 2 ships will be coming off sale on the 22nd of September. I believe that'll be going by CIG's time zone, so for Australians it'll be like roughly the 23rd. If you manage to get in there like very early on the 23rd, you might still be able to get it. Might, don't quote me on that. Time zones and all that good stuff. I believe the chair in this one's different to the one in the stock Aurora 2. I think this one's a better chair. But yeah, it looks cool. I like it a lot compared to the old Aurora. I like the guns on it. Now, since the 0.9 patch, a lot of people have been talking about the lead target indicator, or the target lead indicator, LTI or TLI, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call it the lead target indicator because that makes more sense to me. So a lot of people have been complaining about the lead target indicator, and I gotta say, like, some of the complaints I do agree with, some of them, you know, I don't. My personal thoughts are that because this is still pre-alpha, they've got a lot of work to do. It feels like they're going from one extreme to the other at the moment, just so that you know, everybody can sit there and, you know, experience, you know, like the easy targeting system, and then experience this more difficult one. I think one of the things that they need to do, and I've been saying it before, is that they need to fix a lead target indicator so that as you get closer to the enemy ship that you're trying to, you know, get rounds on, the lead target indicator should grow in size, because your chances of hitting it should be increasing. One thing that I think they also need to do is they need to try and use the effect of gimbaled weapons a bit better with that. Now, at the moment, apparently on the forums, the CIG forums, it's a lot of QQing going on about Hornets pretty much being the ship that dominates. Now, I haven't been able, well, it's not that I haven't been able to, I haven't really been in the like Battle Royale matches or in the multiplayer side, because like the few times that I've gone in there, I've just been absolutely shredded to pieces. I don't think I got over 600, over 1,000 points in one match. Sorry, I'm pretty sure I got over 600. But in the matches that I've done, which is not many, since the multiplayer patch, I've been getting shredded. And they're all by Hornets. Like, I just can't keep up with them. The firepower that I'm putting out just isn't enough. And my lead target indicator, because the other ships are moving around so erratically, can't really keep up with their erratic movements, which makes it a lot more difficult. So what I've been trying to do, and I've been not exactly enjoying it, but what I've been trying to do is I've been taking myself into Vandal Swarm, and what I've been doing is I've actually been kind of forcing myself to learn how to refight again in the 300i. Now, one of the things that I found out on the CIG forums was that you can have your wings on your wing-mounted weapons on the 300i gimbaled if you replace the weapon mounts from the Type 1 gimbal mounts, the Type 1 fixed mounts to the Type 2 gimbaled mounts. I'm just doing a bit of a walk here, just so that you guys can see the hangar while I'm talking. So, yeah, what I've been doing now is I've been actually, since I got my 300i, since I got the trainer variant, because I've got an Avenger that isn't ready for dogfighting yet, I've been putting the gimbaled mounts from the gun platform that used to be on the firing range. I take the gimbaled mount off that, then I take the gimbaled mount off the nose of the 300i, and I put them on the wings, and then I put a fixed mount on the nose, and then I was mounting M3As to the wing mounts, and keeping the Bulldog on the nose mount. And the reason for that was that because I'm finding it so hard to be able to hit anything or keep the my crosshairs on the lead target indicator long enough to be able to get effective rounds on target, I need a higher rate of fire, and the M3As offered that to me. Well, since I bought my upgraded my MR to a Legionnaire, I've been taking the Bulldogs off that. And putting them onto the wings of my 300i, and the damage output is noticeable. Not because Bulldogs are overpowered, but because it's a higher rate of fire. So in the short space where I've actually got my crosshairs on the target, I'm able to get more effective rounds onto the target, dropping its shields and getting effective rounds onto the hull, scoring me more points and enabling me to kill things faster. Prior to throwing Bulldogs on, it would take me about 5 to 6 minutes to get through the first wave. Now it's only taking me about 3 minutes, so it kind of halved that time, which I'm quite happy with. Now, 5 to 6 minutes to get through the first wave on Vandal Swarm. To me, I feel pretty bad doing that now, considering the 0.8 patch. By the time I was getting to the 6 minute mark, I was normally on the third wave. So the piloting ability has been stepped up a notch. And what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to reskill myself in the ways of dogfighting combat, so that I could, go into multiplayer eventually and not get shredded to pieces by Hornets and that. From what I'm seeing, a lot of people are still having difficulty because one of the things that I've been reading is that the majority of the guns on the Hornet are gimbaled, so they're already at a bit of an advantage there when it comes to getting rounds on a target. There is some aim assist with gimbaled weapons. It's very small and minor, but that's more than what I'm getting on my 300i. And when 4 weapons on a Hornet, or 4 of the 6 weapons on a Hornet are gimbaled, and they're able to get those gimbaled weapons onto me before I can get my fixed weapons and my 1 gimbaled weapon onto them and get effective rounds onto me, I'm kind of wasting my time trying to kill them because I'm just outgunned and essentially outclassed. Now, I know that the Hornet is a dedicated dogfire, and that 300i isn't. Just pull the bulldogs off my Aurora LN. But prior to this patch, I had some chance. Like if the pilot was better than me in a Hornet, chances are I lost. But now, it doesn't matter if the pilot is not as good as me, I can't kill them fast enough. I can't drop their shields fast enough because I can't get my weapons to bear on the enemy that I'm trying to target. Can't get my weapons on them and maintain, fire long enough to be able to drop their shields. Yeah, my CPU fan is going nuts at the moment. I can hear it from here. I don't like that, but I'm going to push on. I'll probably try and crack out an hour. That's why I'm trying to get into a game at the moment. Going to set my 300i up. Okay, so what I'm doing at the moment, those little circular discs, they're the Class 2B mounts. They're the gimbaled ones. So, they have movement on them. They'll track your green targeting reticle. I'll show you what I mean soon. Alright, that which I'm highlighting now, that's the Class 1A mount. Okay, that is a fixed mount, so the weapons do not gimbal that are on it. What I'm doing is I'm putting my Class 2B gimbaled mounts onto the wings, and then I put a bulldog on it. And what I just done there is I put the fixed mount on the nose so that I can mount a bulldog there. Now, I was using M3As to some degree of success, but I just find like the bulldogs do the job better now. It's not that the M3As are bad, it's that the bulldogs are better at it. Alrighty, looks like I'm ready to rock. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go into Vandal Swarm mode, so I can talk and explain some things in a less pressured environment. Now, one of the things that I've been able to achieve so far in Vandal Swarm, my highest wave is 11 now. Previous to 0.8, it was only wave 13 that I got up to, and by the time I get to wave 13 I was just bored. I get bored of Vandal. I hate those type of horde mode type games where you just sit there and you kill stuff without really any purpose other than get to the end. I get pretty bored of that stuff pretty quickly. But I've been forcing myself to go through this because I want to try and get better at dogfighting again and, give this targeting system a chance. So, been having a crack at that. The highest wave I've gotten to is wave 11, and by that stage I'm sitting at the hour mark. And I am bored out of my brains by that stage. It's not that it's not challenging by that stage, it's just that I've stopped caring by that stage. By the time I get to wave 11, I just don't care about the game. I'm sitting there like, this is not fun. But that's mainly because I don't like those types of, games where you gotta just fight wave after wave after wave. And even trying to get up to wave 15, I get bored before I normally die. Now, like, I'm dying by the time, like I'm on my last life by the time I'm getting to wave 11. It's just that I'm getting bored and losing my focus then, and you know, I take a bit of ship damage, and then I just go, oh, I'll just eject and that'll be done for me. Which isn't the best way of handling this game, but once as I said, like I'm not a fan of wave type games. Like there are plenty of other games that have this game mode in it, and you know, like you get a better sense of progression. But this is like pre-alpha. It's getting closer to the alpha stage, and yeah, you know, just got to keep fighting through. I do like the how they've jazzed up the intro sequence here.
Core system operational.
So you got the Hornet just flying in front of you, and then you'll have the Vandals. They'll warp in. Like I like that touch. That looks pretty cool to me. Oh boy. CPU is not liking this.
Scan initiated.
Sorry about that. I had to find out why my combat mode
engaged.
Right, one thing that I've been doing is I've actually been dialing back the speed a lot. Like going back to like 0.8 speed. Alright, for some reason the weapons didn't reassign their groups like they're supposed to. So give me a sec. And that was just me reassigning the weapon groups to my primary trigger. It's a lot better since this patch, which I'm liking. But you know, set up an automated, or not an automated, an activated system that should do it, and sometimes it doesn't work, so I might have to look at that and fix up the controls. Now this game is lagging a fair bit, because my CPU is just not liking this. One thing I've been trying to do is use the radar a bit more as well to keep up my situational awareness. I'm slowly getting there with it, although I do like how the radar system has changed a lot. Now the funny thing is how laggy this is here. This is how it looks for me in multiplayer mode since this patch. So I'm definitely stepping up my game and getting a better motherboard and CPU. Got everything else that I need. Got everything else that I need, I just need to upgrade my CPU and motherboard. One thing I try and do as well is I use my Newtonian brakes a lot. I boost to do harder stops. Oh wow,
initiated.
I don't know how to jag that.
Hostile eliminated.
Normally those LTI shots on flanking targets are really hard. Now I'm coming up towards that 6 minute mark, but because I've been too busy gas bagging, this is going to take a lot longer. I remember in one wave, my wingmates had actually shot down all the Vandal on the first wave before I even got to. Give me a second, I'm going to reassign another weapon group. Right, now I should be able to talk and shoot at the same time. I've just reassigned it to my right mouse button since my center mouse button is push to talk. Okay, I don't know how I managed to kill the Vandal there
Zero hostile contacts
Proximity
remain.
alert.
whilst missing both my wingmates who were in front of me.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Yeah, but yeah, I made the just under the 6 minute mark.
Scan
Not bad.
initiated.
See the amount of damage that I was able to put out there?
Scan
Oh wow,
initiated.
I just crashed in there.
Proximity alert.
This is CPU lag too that I'm getting. It is not liking this. My game may crash. I'm hoping that it doesn't.
Initiated.
One thing I
Hostile
do
eliminated.
not mind about the new targeting system is that it forces people to... Oh, there we go. Wow, that was a
Zero
really fast
hostile
wave.
contacts
What I like
remain.
about the new targeting system is that it forces players, like to have to think about the strategy of what they're actually going to be using, the equipment that they need. Alright, I gotta
Scan
focus up a bit.
initiated. Scan initiated. Flow launched. Flare launched. Chaff launched. Achieved missile launch. Proximity alert.
They've made those glaives a lot tougher too.
Proximity alert.
Saber's been taking a fair bit of punishment. I'm gonna stop spinning around. I've also been finding, like, once I'm getting to the 1 hour mark, like, my eyes just need a rest. So I'm too busy sitting there trying to hit a small ass yellow box. And I'm not really watching the ship or anything else, so I'm like just focusing on that small ass little yellow box.
Stern at 75%. Refreshing machines.
Some good shots on him there. So close. Gotta get him. He's the main threat. He can fire missiles and that at me, so I need to kill him first. Oh, come on.
You are approaching simulation boundary.
One thing I don't like about fighting these guys is it just feels like I'm spinning around sometimes for minutes on end. See what I mean? Like that LTI, lead target indicator, should be dropping closer to the target as it gets closer to me. Well, actually, sorry. Yeah, it should be getting closer, and it is, but it should be getting larger. Because, you know, a ballistic computer at that range should be sitting there going, oh, I know where it is. Put your rounds here and I'll be able to fix up the rest. But not at the moment, not for the 0.9 patch. Just doing circles again. See what I mean? Sometimes it just feels like you're spinning around. Alright, I'm gonna try and missile on this guy after I find it's better to get the shields down and then try and get a missile on him. Broke missile lock. Oh, no. Yes. To be quite honest, I don't feel like that was much of an achievement. Kind of jagged that shot. In fact, I'm finding a lot with the, at the moment, if I'm killing someone, or every time I kill a Vandal, there's like a half-second pause, where it's like the computer's registering, oh, you actually killed the guy. It's like it's acting like I'm surprised and sitting there going, is he cheating or not? Nice.
Missile lock. Scan initiated. Hostile eliminated. Scan
Right, so I've only got 2 left, Vixen and Warlord are on 1 each, so I'm going to go after this one that Warlord's on. Try and get it before he does.
Warning. You are approaching simulation boundary.
Now I'm always trying to do yawing turns, not doing any rolls and pitching turns or anything like that. Main reason for that is the G effects on yawing turns aren't as bad. In fact, they're pretty much non-existent. He has no wings, I should be able to kill him easier.
Eliminated.
Finally. And what I've been noticing
Eliminated.
a lot is the Hornet pilots, the AI here.
Warning. There are multiple
Those guys
hostiles
have just
inbound.
been going nuts with the rate of fire. They've just been holding the trigger down, just pretty much tracking their target for minutes on end.
Scan initiated.
Gonna push through this, pick the target. See what I mean? Like I'm only getting the green diamond for like split seconds, but because I've got such a high rate of fire, I'm still able to get some shots off and get some points.
Warning. You are approaching simulation boundary.
Scan initiated.
Oh wow, he hit that. I'm gonna hit something. Or not. Don't know how I jagged that.
Alert.
Oh, he's so close. He's so close to death, it's not funny.
Warning. You are
Oh, got him.
approaching simulation boundary.
Hostile eliminated. Contact.
Warning. You are approaching simulation boundary.
Scan initiated.
Okay, that Vandal went out of bounds and killed himself. I'm happy with that.
Contact.
Warning. Simulation boundary.
Alright. I think this is the last one, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, there's two. If you look at the radar, you can see a second one there. It's just a little orange blip. Some hits on him then.
Proximity alert.
Oh, blacking out, not good. Not in an asteroid field. Whoa.
You are approaching simulation
Sometimes they're
boundary.
trying to ram me on purpose. Now, I could speed up, but I'm just going to stay on this speed because I'll get close enough. Oh boy, that was a bad turn. Blacking out. Oh, recovered, nice. Alright,
0 hostile contacts remaining.
so I'm only up to wave 4. It's already 20 minutes in.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Contact.
And I gotta say,
Scan
like,
initiated.
not enjoying myself that much. But, I want to try and get better. Shooting it. Yeah, there's a hunter in here now. I gotta go for the hunter first. They've got the better AI.
Refreshing shields.
Oh, wow. You stopped. Okay, I don't know how I didn't crash into and then blow up. There is next to nothing left of the ship. There we go, got it.
Hostile eliminated. Proximity eliminated.
Yeah, still haven't died yet, which is pretty good. Considering a lot of the times I've at least died once before I've gotten to wave 6. And again, I haven't made it to wave 6 yet, so probably just jinx myself. Just gonna take it nice and casual at the moment. No rush.
Warning. You are approaching simulation.
I hate trying to shoot at oblique targets.
Warning. You are approaching simulation.
Go away. So he just stopped. I think he doesn't have any weapons.
Hostile
Alright,
eliminated.
finally. And I had to lead him a fair bit. Weapons aren't signed in, but they needed a charge. Finally. Gotta tell you, like, my eyes are now starting to hurt from like staring so hard to try and get my green reticle and the blue crosshair onto that square yellow box. Finally!
Zero hostile contacts remaining.
Proximity alert.
Contact. Elite units en route.
Contact. Scan initiated. Scan initiated. Proximity alert. Proximity alert. Achieved missile block. Force depleted.
Just gotta flat out just stabilize myself again. My eyes are hurting. Alright, first death, I'm just gonna eject. Or when I finally die.
Achieved missile block.
Alright, so the main threat is down. Had to pump 3 missiles into him, but he's gone.
Refreshing shields.
So now I can deal with the rest.
Scan initiated.
Alright, Hunter's next.
Refreshing shields.
Ooh. Almost got him.
Stern shielding Missile launch.
I like the sound effects now that they've got in here.
Refreshing shields.
Like since the patch, the sound effects have gotten a lot more better. And whenever you blow up one of the enemy, you hear like the clangs. That's what you heard then, the clanging of metal from the enemy ship hitting mine. Lots of small touches.
Warning. You are approaching the simulation boundary. You are approaching the simulation boundary.
Two more to go.
Warning. You are approaching the simulation boundary.
Okay, I did not push my throttle all the way forward.
Warning. You are approaching the simulation boundary. Warning. You are approaching the simulation boundary. Warning. You are approaching the simulation boundary.
Eliminated.
Cannot wait for the day where I can customize HUD
You are
colors.
approaching the simulation boundary.
They definitely are not going to be this color scheme. Too bright for my liking.
8 units eliminated.
Alright, so wave 6, I'm going to call it there because I'm over this already.
Warning. There are
So what I'm going to
multiple
do
hostiles inbound.
is going to go back to the hangar. I'm going to do some races. So I'd much prefer to race. It is coming up on that 1 hour mark and I'm very surprised that my game hasn't crashed. I haven't had any real problems with my computer. Feels like the fans finally got itself sorted out. So who knows, I might be a bit bold and try a multiplayer match soon. Oh, I've been dropping a few frames. Only 44, not many. One day I actually want to create a little box that actually reads off everything from a voice attack and shows it up on the screen. Because it's funny to actually what I say and what it interprets it. Some of the stuff that I say and what it comes back with is pretty funny. Alrighty, back in the hangar again. I really like this hangar. I really like this hangar a lot. Right, so we're gonna do races. It's been a while since I've taken the 300i to a race. Mainly because whenever I play Arena Commander, it's to do Vandal Swarm. I'm just going to do the starting track, the first one. I believe my fastest time is 1 minute 30 seconds, and I can't remember the milliseconds. Well, the hundredths of a second. I got a screenshot of it somewhere. But I want to try and get under 1 minute 30. I've heard it's possible. I want to try. So what I'll do is I'll do a couple of practice laps. And what I may do after that is I may go into multiplayer. Try my luck there. I might try and do a multiplayer race actually. One of the things that I've been doing as well is I've actually been trying to keep a log of my time retraining in Vandal Swarm. And I normally just go to the closest half hour. At the moment, I'm at 5 hours retraining in Vandal Swarm, which isn't much considering the patch just is nearly been out for a week now. But, you know, I couldn't stand Vandal Swarm before the patch, and I was able to get to 13 on my first go. You know, playing it now, it's just painful for me, because I'm not a big fan of that type of gameplay. But I need a way to be able to get better at dogfighting, you know, like getting my reticle on target, getting the crosshairs on target and firing at it, without getting shredded to pieces as soon as I get into the match.
Core system operational.
3, 2, 1, go.
A really bad start.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
All I do is just keep the boost on. Now I've been trying to work out the corners that you need to cut here.
Boosting engines.
Sort of find that if you stay up high here, and then as you go through, try and cut the corner nice and tight, and then boost all the way through.
Checkpoint. 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 Checkpoint.
Now, I don't think I'm going to get under 130 here, so I'm not through the last gate. This gate that you go through now, if you want to get a 1 minute 30 time, you need to go through that at the 1 minute 21 mark, I believe it is.
Lap complete.
Yeah, it says new best lap there, but it doesn't save your laps, unfortunately.
Checkpoint.
Well, at least it hasn't been for me.
Checkpoint.
That's going to cost me a few seconds. I've got to work out how to slide around there better. Yeah, I'm not a big racing fan, but I really enjoy this game mode. One, because it doesn't rely on me having to hit a stupid yellow box. A tiny ass stupid yellow box. And, you know, even though this isn't breakneck speed, or it's not giving that impression. Ah, crap.
Thrusters.
Stand by.
That's what happens when you gas back too much.
Has received catastrophic damage.
Respawning.
Origin jump works at your
G
service.
safe and
Core
comm scab
system
disabled.
Operational.
Relative mode engaged. Boosting engines.
Alright, so this lap's going to be a bit of a warm-up now, since I can't finish it within the time that I want to try. I wish it would display best lap time.
Checkpoint.
Like, you can check your score and it'll show you. There it is, best lap, shows you right there. I would prefer the information be up on my HUD.
Checkpoint. Lap complete.
Right, going for under 1 minute 32.
Checkpoint.
Pretty much can't slow down.
Checkpoint.
This is costing me this slide.
Checkpoint.
Now you want to aim for the edges of the checkpoint that will lead you to the next checkpoint in the shortest
Checkpoint.
line possible. So I'll use this one as the example. I stay up high, I said that earlier, I stay up high so that when I get through it, when I go through, I'm able to get to the next one as quickly as possible. It's a shorter line, what it's supposed to be anyway. That's my logic behind it, it's worked for me.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
might beat that previous time. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. 1:30 on the dot. That's actually my best time now.
Checkpoint.
Oh, so close. Wow. I'm glad. I'm definitely going to be uploading this one to YouTube. I wish I could record and stream at the same time. But alas, my computer cannot do it. Going for sub 1:30.
Checkpoint.
It's funny, if I had a camera set up watching my face, you guys would actually see me ducking as if I'm ducking the bloody houses there. I just caught myself out. Snap.
Stand by for reintegration.
Thrusters.
Checkpoint.
Respawning.
Origin jump works at your
G
service.
safe and comm
Core
staff
system
disabled.
Operational.
Relative mode engaged.
I was doing so well on that too.
Checkpoint.
So well. And I get smashed by a corner. I might do I'm going to try and do a multiplayer race when I go into multiplayer. Try and crack out a multiplayer race.
Complete.
That crash cost me. I don't think that would have been a sub 1:30 though.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
So whenever you're doing races, you want to try and do your movements. Always your movements, not up and down. Reason for that is you don't experience the G-forces that you would normally if you did a vertical movement.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Shaving seconds off where I can.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
That
Checkpoint.
sporadic movement's costing me. Oh wow, I beat 1:30. Holy crap.
Checkpoint.
Doing really well. I'm quite happy. I'm gonna keep one more lap. Oh snap. Oh snap.
Weapon system
Alright, I'm gonna call that then.
has received catastrophic damage.
I need to screenshot that.
Stand by for reintegration.
Weapon system has received catastrophic damage.
Alright, that's my best time there. When I upload my stream to YouTube, I cut a little piece out of it and put that there because I'm really proud of that time. 1 minute, 1 minute 29.08. That's my best time so far. I don't know if anybody else is doing better out there. Maybe, probably, but I'm pretty happy with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to multiplayer now with the 300i. I'm probably going to get wailed on because there's going to be M50s and 350Rs, but I'm going to give it a go. Going to be going back to the hangar. And while I'm loading in, bit of nostalgia. Ooh, it's doing something it's not supposed to. Give me a second, I'll fix that. think I may have just crushed us. Good, it's good. Yeah, bit of a trip down memory lane. 0.8 dogfighting highlights from myself. And I gotta say, like, I don't think I'm gonna have any sort of highlights going for a while. Although I do want to, like, record some more stuff. I have been recording, it's just that it's all Vandal Swarm stuff and I don't find that exciting.
Achieve missile.
Alright, that was a bit of a test to see if my loading screen placements had been fixed. And they kinda had been. What I found, like what you guys just saw then, was the dogfighting highlights, the music to them I've actually turned down. And then on the loading screen placement I've turned down the volume on that as well. But it's only turning the volume down for the first video. So I might have to make a longer duration montage or something. And I'll make like a couple of, you know, I don't know, probably 3-minute ones. Make a few 3-minute you know, montages and then, you know, different music transitioning through it and, you know, different screens and dogfighting highlights. I'll be doing one with racing highlights now. Yeah, see what I can do. Alrighty, so the goal is to go into racing, multiplayer racing. Hopefully I can get a match. Hopefully it's against other 300 eyes. Right, there's a match ID, guys, if you want to try and get in. What I'll do is I'll quickly type it out as well. And I'm going to join now. The reason why it took me a while to get that up was because I had to write it down then type it out. Because I got to tab out of my screen and I don't like tabbing. I don't like running in window mode because my CPU's struggling now. Window mode, it's going to be going nuts. Sorry, I'm just messing around with my voice attack at the moment. I finally got it to come up with T. Correction, tree. Oh wow, an hour and 15 minutes I've been streaming for. Let's go for another. Let's push it. Let's try and. I'll go for another 45 minutes if I can. I'm not a very long streamer because, well, this is a hobby for me more than anything else. I don't know what's going on. Give me a second, I'll tab out and tab back in, sometimes that fixes it. Probably kick me back to my hangar.